Elon confirms up to $700 billion per year from Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid that DOGE is looking into. He's also confirmed that they've achieved $4 billion of savings per day, and they're going to be hitting their target of $1 trillion of savings, likely a whole lot more. But what does this mean for Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, as well as all the beneficiaries? Well, that's a really good question, and what I want to focus on for you here in the video, as we've had a lot of developments, and yet again, another very, very busy week. Let's talk through the details of this. All right, now first off, if you're wondering why I'm wearing glasses, I will tell you at the end of this video why I'm doing this, but it's a little bit of a test to figure out if this is going to work for me or not, so stay tuned if you want to know the reason why. But anyway, I want to share with you a clip here in just a second here of Elon talking, and he's talking about the entitlement programs, which include Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and all of these, which again encompass about $3.2 trillion per year. It's a massive amount of money, and we know that DOGE has been doing all kinds of things within Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, CMS, and probably not the best thing at all, right? But again, this is what they're talking about. And remember, their goal is to extract $2 trillion of savings basically between January of this year through July 4th of next year, 2026. Well, they've basically confirmed they've ratcheted that up to $4 billion of savings per day as of this week, and they're going to achieve at least $1 trillion of savings as of right now, which, by the way, that's where that whole $5,000 DOGE dividend comes from. We can talk about that in a separate video. Otherwise, this video is going to get way too long if we get into that here in this one. But that's what that comes from as well, is the more money they save, that's where the money for the DOGE dividend or the $5,000 stimulus check would be coming from as well, okay? Either way, let's bring in Elon right now. Okay, this is a little clip from him. It's a very short clip, but it was an interview just the other day, and he's talking about the entitlement programs, okay? So when he says entitlement programs, fill that in with Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, okay? Hear what he has to say here, and we'll come back here in just a second, and we'll talk through the details. It's a very short clip, by the way. It's only like 20 seconds. All right, anyway, here's Elon. Let's listen to what he says, and I'll catch you here in just a few seconds.
The waste and support in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. That's like the big one to eliminate, because that's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $700 billion a year. That is also a mechanism by...
All right, so there's Elon talking about the entitlement programs, indicating about $500 billion, $600 billion, maybe even $700 billion worth of waste within these programs every single year. Now, what does that mean? When you hear the guy behind DOGE, right, Department of Government Efficiency, which I've talked about so many times before, when he comes out and identifies $500 billion, possibly more than that, encompassed in these programs of waste, what's that basically telling you right there, right? Yeah, exactly. DOGE has some digging to do here, and for sure, that is what they're going after. Now, I've had a lot of people reaching out to me saying, I'm like so confused right now, what's going on? One day it's this, the other day it's that, next week it's this. I'm right there with you. Now, here's the thing. I'm literally bringing you information as this is hitting the wire. We've got a bunch of different changes that are coming out of Social Security in and of itself with all these different press releases and the announcements there. We've got DOGE coming in, poking around with all these programs. We have all of these different things that are changing. There's a lot of information that's changing. So if it does feel like things are rapidly changing and we're getting new information that's transpiring very quickly and we're having all this kind of confusion, this back and forth, that's the reality, okay? So if that is how you're feeling right now, that's literally the reality of the situation. And why I've said so many times, it's literally a watch and see type of situation where it's like, okay, what's going to happen the rest of the day? What's going to come tomorrow? What's going to come next week? So that's where we're at right now and why it feels that way. If that's how you're feeling, it's because that's how it really is, okay? So please do not feel like, I feel like I'm lost here. No, we're all kind of lost here, okay? I'm just saying, that's just how the reality is right now with the situation. But anyway, so behind all of this is we've known this for a while now, okay? For several weeks now, we've known that they're going to go within Social Security and they're going to find all the incorrect payments, the improper payments, the erroneous payments, the wrong payments, the people out there that are possibly getting benefit checks that are, hundreds of years old or whatever we've heard about before, all the situations there. The plan is to come in and extract those payments out, okay? Now, I've said this before in other videos, and I want to point this out really quickly again. As of right now, again, let me preface that by saying, again, as of right now, okay, anything could change, okay? Anything could change tomorrow. It could change next week. We don't know. That's the major situation here. But as of right now, the goal is not to come after you and me and everybody else out there that is legitimately getting benefits. The goal is to go after the wrong payments, the incorrect payments, the erroneous payments, the wrong payments, the people that are apparently getting payments that should not be getting payments, right? That is the goal behind all of this. But all of us that are getting our legitimate benefits, whether it's retirement, SSDI, SSI, survivors, spousal, whatever it happens to be, all of us that are legitimately on these benefits, they're not coming after us. Again, as of right now, okay? I just want to make that very clear. We have no idea what the rest of this, month, the rest of this week, the rest of this year is going to bring. All we know that this is where we're at as of right now, and they're certainly focusing on some of this here, okay? Now, we've heard a lot over the last couple of weeks here, which is, they're going to come in and they're going to dismantle Medicaid and Medicare. I'm going to say this much. I haven't seen a ton about Medicare and Medicaid. I mean, obviously, they're still doing a few things there. But for the most part, it looks like the majority of the focus right now is on Social Security, okay? So this is kind of an interesting situation. And considering that he's also saying that there's this much waste, $500 billion, possibly even nearly, $1 trillion worth of waste within these programs a year, that seems to be a little bit concerning, right? And again, not really sure how this whole thing's going to shake out, but we really have to take this day by day to see what transpires out of all this. And again, I know it's kind of an interesting, kind of rare situation that we're going through right now, okay? All right, so remember that I said at the beginning of the video, the goal is to extract $2 trillion of savings, right? That's the goal by the end of the day, 4th of July, next year, 2026. The goal is $2 trillion. Now, Elon also said last year, he said, even if we can do just $1 trillion, that would be quite a bit of savings. And it does not mean that all that money is coming from Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, things like this, but rather just all these different federal contracts, federal employees. Have you seen that lately? All the different people across the different federal agencies that are being laid off and fired and things like this. I mean, it's a lot of people, right? They've talked about 80,000 people alone within the VA. That's nuts. Talking about reducing national park staffing by 30%, okay? Social Security reducing by 12% staffing. Those are just a few of them. Oh, the IRS, I don't know what the percentage is there, but laying off like tens of thousands of people there as well, right? It's a lot. It's a lot of people across the board on all these different places. Okay, so not all the money's going to come from Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, but it is certainly a focus of what they're doing here, okay? So anyway, long story short, which is we have this confirmation. This is what they're going after. We know this, okay? What's it going to mean for us going forward? That's still a really good question. And again, the story continues to be, and again, this is what I'm seeing from the research, what I'm, looking into, everything like that. The story continues to be, we're not going after grandma's benefit. We're not going after grandpa's benefit. We're not going after the disabled benefit. So we continue to hear, right? And again, that's why I said earlier, as of now, it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And let's be real, okay? I just don't really believe that they're going to do that. I can't imagine that, but I don't know. I'm starting to get into this position where it's like, man, I don't know. I think this is like the classic definition of gaslighting. Seriously, I mean, I'm not really I'm still kind of like new to this whole understanding of this whole thing, but the more that I look into this and the more that I read about it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing to us right now is literally gaslighting on all this. But again, I don't want to be some conspiracy theorist, but that's just kind of what it feels like with all this, right? So anyway, wow, interesting situation, and just want to bring this to your attention. I want you to hear it right from Elon right there in that interview. By the way, he was being interviewed by Larry Kudlow. Okay, so if you're wondering what that interview came from, that's Larry Kudlow. It was the interview there. Okay, so if you wanted to look that up, you're all welcome to check that out. And again, this is just a very, very small clip of the interview that I brought out right there, but Whew, yeah, this is going to be very interesting here going forward, okay? And again, remember this much as well. I've said this so many times before over the last several years and so many times this year as well. I will continue to be here for you, right by your side every single day, helping to advocate, represent for you anything I possibly can, as well as keeping you updated with everything going on. I know it's very confusing. Things are changing rapidly. And again, we're getting big announcements out of Social Security independently, aside from DOGE. We're getting all these announcements out of Social Security, right? Like what I've been bringing to you lately in all these press releases where they're changing multiple different things as well. So it's like we've kind of like got this double whammy effect going on right now, right? Where we're getting these announcements out of DOGE and what they're doing within the agencies, as well as we've got Social Security coming in independently changing some of these rules. It's like, oh my, there's a lot going on right now. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's for sure the situation. Okay. Anyway, no matter what, I will continue to keep you posted. All right. By the way, you see that phone number there hanging out on your screen? Again, you already know this by now, but if you have any questions, anything in regards to Medicare, if you need a new Medicare plan, Medicare Supplement, Medigap plan, Medicare Advantage, initial enrollment into Medicare, whatever it happens to be, again, this phone number on the screen there, that is your exclusive phone number to be connected with a dedicated Medicare team. They are absolute experts with this. They will help you out with all of it 100% for free. The goal is to find you the best plan at the best price with the best coverages for your personal needs in your local area, so you can see the doctors you want, go to the offices or the clinics you want to go to, be within the networks you want to be within, get the prescription coverages you need if you have any at all the details like that. And again, they will find you the best plan, sorting through thousands of plans out there 100% for free. They will look through all that 100% for free, find you the best options. They want to help you save a boatload of money, which, by the way, the average senior is saving $1,100 by working with them, which is absolutely incredible. And that's kind of the theme here on the channel, which is I love free stuff. And again, extending that offer to you, it's 100% for free with everything they're doing, okay? I just want to really emphasize that. I love free, and that's literally what they're doing for everybody here in the community as well. 100% for free. I've said it so many times, right? Anyway, all right, so really quick side note here. If you know anybody, please share this video with them. Again, we got to get this information out just to help people understand what's going on right now. There's a big share button right down below. Thank you. Really appreciate that. If you can just think of a few people, 1, 2, 3 people, something like that, that benefit from this, thank you. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, subscribe down below. Again, 100% free to do so. Everything is always free here on the channel. All right, so really fast here. Why am I wearing glasses? What's going on here? Okay, so over the years, I've had a few people reaching out. And again, it's more than a few people. I've seen it a number of times recently saying, why don't you ever look at the camera? Well, I think many of you here in this community know this about me by now. I'm blind. I can't even see the camera, okay? I cannot see the camera at all. However, these glasses, they're smart glasses. They're actually Meta glasses. They have cameras within them, and they're talking to me. So, like, literally, as I'm talking, they're talking in my ear right now. I can hear what they're saying, okay? So my point is, I have these glasses. I'm hoping that they'll help me stay aligned better with the camera, okay? It doesn't guarantee anything. I could be totally off right now. I may not even be looking at the camera at the moment, but I'm hoping that they're going to help me stay aligned a little better, okay? That's the point. So it's a little bit of a test to see, are they going to work? Are they not going to work? I'm trying some different options with the lighting, by the way. So I'm not going to wear these glasses in every single video, but in a few videos going forward, I'm going to try some different lighting options. I'm going to try some different things and see if this works for me, just to see if I can stay better aligned with the camera so that I'm looking at it at least the majority of the time. Because again, I can't even see it. So I'm just hoping the glasses will like keep me lined up, if that makes sense, right? I have a little piece of tape here on my desk. It's a painter's tape line. Apparently the good old painter's tape, the blue tape, isn't serving me anymore. Okay. So anyway, I hope that helps you understand the situation here. No, these do not help me see at all. I mean, they don't do anything for me as far as seeing. They're just trying to help me stay like lined up. Doing like that, okay? That's literally the situation here. Okay, I don't know. We'll see if they work or not. I don't know, but thought it'd be a little test. I did some research on it and thought, these might be an option. Let's try it out, see what goes on here. So that's the story behind it. Otherwise, thank you so much for being part of the community. I truly appreciate you. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can. We've got to stick together right now. I'm right here with you, okay? We're all in this together. I'm here for you no matter what. Have been for years. I'm not going anywhere. Thanks again. Please subscribe to the channel. It's, again, free to do so. Big subscribe button down below. Otherwise, yeah, just enjoy your day. Again, check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos popping up on your screen soon. Otherwise, down below in the description, there's some popular videos that I've hand-selected for you there as well. Check those out. Otherwise, please, just have a nice day. That's all that matters. Stay tuned. I will keep you posted. So much going on right now and such a weird time. Have a good one. Please enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the